They're frequent flyers too. There we go. Have a wonderful evening. I will just make sure the microphone's working before I start talking this week. It's all right, you'll be having mine. It's still working, that's a good sign. Better than last week, eh? 1, 2, 3. Good evening, friends! Good evening. Wow, wonderful. Good evening and welcome to Littleport Christian Spiritualists. This fine, uplifting, sunny Thursday evening. They said the summer wouldn't hit before the end of June, but guess what? It snuck in ready for the solstice. For today is filled with joy, upliftment, sunshine, and good friendship as we come together to witness the proof and the truth that life is indeed eternal. And of course, every week we are in requirement to have a medium in order to achieve such things. And so it gives me great pleasure to welcome this week, not just a friend of the church, but also I've got to give him a plug. You know, we can't be together and not give him a plug. My fellow host on SPTV, please give a big welcome to Paul Bannister. See, now I get brownie points off Richard. Of course, if you are ever at home on a Thursday evening, you may bump into Paul on Facebook because his show Spiritual Talk is actually on SPTV on Thursday nights. But we forgive him because he's taken one of his Thursday nights off to come and serve. So please give him your love and support throughout the evening. But to tonight, it's something a little special. I've mentioned the solstice, but there's far more than that. But I'm not going to be the one to tell you about it. I'll talk on the subject, but I won't tell you the details because I already know what Spirit want me to say during my few minutes where I upset Barry. During my address. And I know that it will tie in some way. But we've got a special night for you as well tonight because as well as the healing, silence, we have also got the white feather drummers with us tonight. going from strength to strength and bash to bash and resonance to resonance, I know that Alan will be chuffed to bits. And he's already been hanging about all night, so we know that he's keeping an eye on you as well. But of course, to now, we always start our services. So please join me as we open this evening in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, divine universal source of all creation, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as friends, to unite under a banner of love, of hope, of friendship, to witness your proof that life does continue. As we place this service in your care and keeping, we ask that the veil be lifted and that those loved ones that we know we love but thought we had lost can come forward and show that they are there present all the time watching over us. Please send your upliftment and your healing to our instrument this evening, Paul, and to healing to all those who are in need of it. And so, as we begin this night and place it in the keeping of your name, we make the statement as ever that everything we do is in love, truth, and light. Amen. And I've just been reminded that I've already boobed, so remind me at the end. Force of habit, love. Force of habit, love. Paul, please remind me. Paul's doing the closing prayer, because you know what I get like when I get carried away. Well, friends, notices. There has been so much going on this month, but you'll be pleased to know that there's a bit of a break this week. No things to report, but do keep an eye out, because I will be advertising the online workshop and online debate in the coming week once the dates have been finalised. It looks like we will be switching them to the beginning of the month rather than the end of the month, which is why you got a bit of a break this week. But there is something coming in a couple of, in literally 9 days. Because we've been listening to all of our friends online who've been saying, Nick, please can we have a service where we can have some messages? And of course, we tried and failed, but there is a way. And so from the end of this month, the last Sunday of each month, between 12 and 2, there will be an online service. Back at Chateau Del Nick in the Boudoir Del Brown, where people can come online and get a message from the medium working that week. So we will once a month have an online Sunday service that everyone will be able to be partaking in and watch. We'll go back to the old way of raffling off people to come online with us so they can come and get a message and all various different fun things. But because of the 15-second delay, it slows us down to give messages from the hall. So you guys get to keep it for yourself in terms of messages. But everyone gets to have a fair shout online at the once a month online services, which will be starting not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. So we, as a church, my friends, are expanding and reaching the minds of many, many more. And so carry on the good work, because you're all an inspiration and a huge support, and you're the ones that keep these doors open. So thank you. And of course, when it comes to this way of life, yes, I have segued discreetly into the address. When it comes to this way of life, we hear so much about prophecy, about grand destiny and messages from Spirit. But people often forget that all of these things can come with a little bit of a caveat and a little bit of a price tag. We talk about light and dark, and many people say, well, without light there is no dark, without dark there is no light, and they depend on each other. But the truth is, darkness is simply absence, and light is a substantive presence. And the same can be applied for good and for spirit, because light is a presence quite literally in our daily lives. Darkness, as we perceive it, is simply an absence of that light. Yes, it is true that in order to understand the importance of the light, one may experience dark. But if you look at how wonderful the light is, you realize just how good it is being in its presence. Such things can be shown when we celebrate the solstice. Because, my friends, the solstice for this weekend is an important message. The light. It's all about hope. It's all about upliftment and joy and being full of the joys of spring and summer. But the solstice carries with it a warning. And that warning is the nights will be drawing in. You've made your hay while the sun has shone. So save some of it, because you need to make sure that you sustain yourself through the winter. Because all of these wonderful gifts of hope from Spirit always carry with them a reminder that we need to take action as well. That's the message of so many prophecies throughout various different ways of life and religions. It's something that we know in our hearts to be true. Personal responsibility is so key in our life. It's one of the principles of spiritualism. It's also very present in another bunch of principles that are equally, if not more, historically important. Maybe not so much to spiritualists, but they should be, because these have been around a lot longer. And yet you see in so many of them a reflection of Spirit, because that's where they came from. And we must respect each other's traditions, histories, and ways of life if we are to move forward, because the message of hope and connection to each other carries with it a warning that we must actually listen to each other as well. And so when you go out of here tonight, filled with the beams and the joys of spring, knowing that sunshine is bright and we're at least going to have one more day of it being at its longest before it starts receding again, remember that it's always darkest before dawn. And if we are safe, if we prepare ourselves, and if we think about what's to come, we are always able to defeat any difficulty or struggle, because Spirit tells us to be hopeful, but also ready to serve. And that is the message of Spirit. And I know it's a message that comes from other places too. So thank you for listening, and God bless you all. And so now, for our reading this evening, I'm going to invite the newly appointed Deaconess Eunice Spinks to come forward to the platform. Give it up for Eunice! And I will plug you in. There you go, doll.
Take what you need, forget about greed, for this will stand you above others. This is what the Lakota people did, and we still remember our brothers. Remember the good, the kind, and the brave, who took only what was required. There was no waste. Respect was earned. They really were inspired. Inspired by elders and the Great Spirit above. They lived a life of respect and love. For all things that the Great Spirit gave, they had respect for all beyond the grave. A loyal people that lived humble lives. This could help us all succeed. To make this world a better place. Respect and love, no greed.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Eunice. And I'm just going to plug myself in one more second because I am going to hand over to Tony in a second. But of course, now is the time in our evening where we have our healing. And a big thank you again to Eunice, who I know is rushing off so she could go and grab a drum. But again, on behalf of us all and everyone at the ISA, congratulations on becoming a deacon last week. And I know that there are a few ministers in the hall and a few ministers online keeping an eye on you, thinking, oh, okay, we better start doing stuff as well. Also, I do, just while I think about it, because you know what I'm like, I went and served a church in Rotherham at the weekend. Reverend Tony and Reverend Jean send their love and say, we'll see you next month, because they're returning the favour next month. So we look forward to seeing them. But now, to talk of many things as well as healing, please welcome our healing leader. And you notice I'm not giving a run up on what we're doing, because the honest truth is I ain't got a clue. I'm leaving it to him. So please welcome our healing leader, Tony Spinks.
No, we're in trouble because I have no idea.
Well, that's usually the best one, isn't it? Yeah. There you go. I think we're fine.
Thank you. Evening all.
Good evening.
I suppose the first thing I better do is read the names from the healing book, just to get you in the mode of the healing business. Oh. Kathy and David, Sylvia, Pauline and Alan, Roger and Sheila, Amanda, Wayne and Yvette. Just don't see it. And Morpheus the cat. We're doing well because last week we had Gertrude the horse. So, and that also includes everybody in Beck Row, West Row, and Milton Hall. If you would like some healing in a few minutes' time, when I give you a nod, just raise your hand. If you're prepared to give some healing and you're not stuck with a drum in your hand, find somebody with a hand up and go to it. But the Native American theme continues, because a few weeks ago, a very rare event occurred and a pure white buffalo calf was born in Yellowstone Park. This is very, very unusual. And the birth of a white buffalo is sacred. It's a sacred event for many Native American peoples. Chief Arvol Looking Horse of Lakota people, and I class myself as one of those, tells of the many generations old story of a Lakota legend where a beautiful woman appeared and delivered gifts of sacred pipe and bundle to the people. Chief Arvol Looking Horse still carries the pipe and the bundle from then. It's passed down through the generations. The woman said she would return to restore harmony in a troubled world. She then rolled on the ground 4 times, changing colour each time before becoming a white calf. Her departure led the buffalo to return, and the white buffalo is the sign that prayers are being heard and that change is coming. The tradition says that the coming of a white calf is both a blessing and a warning that we must do more. If you want to read the full story, it's there. If you want to see what Native Americans think of life, it's there. So please, if you would like some healing, raise a hand. If you're prepared to give some healing, find a hand. Looks like it's just me. One there. I'll come there. Yeah, Rusty's going to do one. That's fine. We're covered, I think. One at the back. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So, as I generally say, Great Spirit, would you please look down upon these healers? And for those who've asked for the healing, and would you send your healing activity to them now? White feather drummers, please proceed. Thank you, White Feather Drummers. Thank you, healers. And as I always say every week, thank those of you that asked, because it's a very important thing to do. And we would look very foolish if you didn't.
Thank you, Tony. Ooh, move your around. That is the one thing about your Native American genes that does make the microphone cry. Your hair length.
I'll do something there.
Don't you dare, it's perfect the way it is. A big thank you to Tony and, of course, the White Feather Drummers. Let's give them a ripple. And, of course, thank you to our healers. And I agree completely with what Tony said. Asking for help and asking for healing is the first step and the most important step. So, totally agree. Now, friends, in a moment, I am going to hand over the rest of the evening to our medium, Paul. Should he come to you, please answer in a clear voice, yes, no, or don't know. Remember to send your loving thoughts and upliftment out to him. And of course, at this time, I am reminded to say, please be making sure that your phones are on silent or vibrate. If you need to evacuate the building, your exits, as always, are here, and through there. You can actually see the door open this time, so you know where it is. And should the curtains start twitching and the chairs start sliding around, just follow me. I'll be the first one out. Don't panic. Because if that happens, it would be a miracle, and it doesn't happen in one of our services. Apart from when our resident Lakota descendant decides to get busy with fishing wire, just to wind me up. But I thought it was awesome. But please have a wonderful evening and give your uplifting, warmest of welcomes to our medium tonight, Paul Bannister. And now I'll come and plug you in. Thank you.
Everyone can hear me.
I certainly will at home.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to be back here. I haven't been here for 2 years, so it's good to see some faces from 2 years ago, and it's good to see some new faces too. Is there anybody here that's never seen me work before? Oh yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. So if I come to you, I'd like to hear your voice, like Nick said. I'm going to start with building the energy, so I'll bring the evidence through from Spirit. If you understand it, please raise your hand, and it's my job to understand where we're going, okay? Now, sometimes I'll go direct. Other times, I like to build the energy to see who's coming through. Okay, where are we going to go? This is that bit where I always stand up, and I always say this, where there's that slight moment of sheer panic, because I don't like to pre-link. And it could happen. It could happen one day, who knows, that no one will come through, because they're all on the beach in Hawaii somewhere. You never know. It'd be great, wouldn't it? That'd be the first place I'm going when I go over there, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to do this straight away because I need to get this out. So I'm very much aware that I have John with me. So I'm just going to come to this lovely lady here. And some of you may know or may not know, your son works with me sometimes. He made me his presence aware this morning. And I've been, I can't go to Pam. I know Pam so well. But he just wants to say hello to you. You know who I've got here. But he's talking about your 3 brothers. Okay, so and I'm like, oh, okay, I've got my first contact, and he's coming anyway. So he wants to come and say hello to you. Hello, Mum, I'm here. I'm around you. He actually made me jump today. He came in when I was meditating, and he came behind me like this shadow, made me jump. Like what Nick was saying with the chairs moving. If he comes in, I can see him. I'm out the door. He just wants to come in and just to say he's here with me and he's okay. So can I please leave his love with you, because he's here. He's actually helping me tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna. He would as well. He would. Okay. He said, "Cool, that was quick. That was quick. Give us some more." He's talking about Nikki as well. He's talking about sending his love to Nick. Okay, because he's not been having a great time at this moment in time. And he wants to send his love to... That's better, he just said. I can hear. He wants to send his love to Nick and Sue as well. Okay, he's talking about there was a fairly recent passing for Sue. Yes. He's talking about that as well. Would you understand Mum in the spirit world for Sue? Because he's talking about Mum's there and she's okay. Also, he's talking about Sue in terms of her problems with her chest, or something going on here, being unwell with Sue. Do you understand this? Yeah, she's okay. Yeah, but he's making me aware of that she's had a particular different time. No, he's talking about who had the pneumonia. Somebody suffered with the pneumonia in the family. I know they're okay as well, because he talks about them being okay. It was Nikki, was it? Okay. He's okay. Okay. Or he's talking about the pneumonia. It felt like he was on fire, he's saying. It was really uncomfortable for him. Just again, can you pass on his love to Nikki as well, please? Thank you. And thanks, Mum, I keep hearing. Thanks, Mum. Okay. Okay. Now I've got Dad now. Oh, okay. Dad now coming in from the spirit world. Dad just wants to say hello to you. I know this is Dad because I know he served in Asia. Sorry, he was a prisoner of war, wasn't he? Dad also wants to say hello to you quickly. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to move forward now because I've got somebody else coming in here. It's so difficult when you know someone. They just want to acknowledge they're here. And because your son works with me, and I rarely see you, do I? So apologies, but I have to give you that from your son. He just said it's a rite of passage because he helps me. He helps me. So he said, okay, who are we going to? Okay. I've got Mum and Dad coming in from the spirit world. Where are we going to? Look, I believe we're going to the back here. Okay, I've got Mum and Dad in the spirit world. But I feel like I want to go right to the back, on the back row. Lady in the white top, do you understand this? You look shocked. I'm looking. Do you understand Mum and Dad in spirit? Okay. They're also talking about the new baby or somebody's pregnant. Your face is a picture. You look absolutely shocked. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry, it's not you. Have I got this wrong then? I'm not sure. Does anybody else understand this information? Because they would know about the baby. So it's in here somewhere. Okay. I'm also being taken towards King's Lynn as well with the connection. I'm also, what sounds like Capel St Mary. It sounds very similar to Capel St Mary towards King's Lynn way. You tell me now it's over near Peterborough, aren't you? Oh, is it Ipswich? No, it's not that Ipswich. It's not. If I've got the name wrong, but I'm being taken towards King's Lynn. It's that way. And it sounds like Capel St Mary they're giving me. I know there's a new child coming into the family because Mum and Dad want to talk about it. Would you also understand with Dad he had a stroke? I'm so sorry to come to you. I thought I was coming with you. Does anybody else in here understand this information? Because Dad had the stroke. He's talking about it. Am I coming to you guys? But I've been taken towards King's Lynn. I keep getting this name Capel or Chapel as well. And there's a St Mary's as well in there. They keep giving me the same information. I know Mum and Dad are in spirit as they're talking, Mum and Dad. I know they were grandparents too, but there's somebody here that's just fallen pregnant. Because they're very excited. There's a lot of celebrations going on. I'm also being given the 12th of March for a birthday as well. They're trying to give me the 12th of March. Would you understand this? Okay. Okay, if this is your partner, it's your partner. I shouldn't give birthdays to your husband. I don't think he knows birthdays, but they're giving me the birthday that connects to them. Do you understand the 12th of March? Okay, thank you. They're together. Okay. Well, love is love, you know. At some point, they loved each other. They're both coming in together. But there's someone here. They keep on bringing a celebration in as well. Oh, okay. Now they're really throwing a curveball in there. There is, and I'm so sorry, whoever said Capel St Mary's near Ipswich, because I'm being taken towards Felixstowe as well. There's a connection towards Felixstowe. Do you understand this? And the name Martin. Dad's given me this information. This is coming from Dad. Do you understand the stroke as well? Because I'm getting all this numbness as he comes in with me. Pardon? Brain aneurysm. For some reason, he's making this side of my face really numb. Okay? Okay. I'm a bit confused with the Martin because now I keep hearing St. Martin's as well. Hold on a sec. Can I just bear with me? Because I feel like I'm here. Is that okay? Can I? Unless you understand all of the information. Mm-hmm. And the Ipswich or the Felixstowe connection too. And they're also trying to give me Margaret as well. I hear Margaret. You can take the Margaret that connects to her. Also, okay, the Ipswich connection, thank you. I believe it's even an uncle or do you understand, or brother-in-law. Do you understand this? I know they're in the spirit world as well because I just said they're in spirit. I also know there's an Ipswich town connection to this. There's a football connection for him. Does this make sense? They're also giving me the name Richard. They're trying to connect you to Richard as well. It's sporadic. They're everywhere. Okay. All right. But there's a recent passing. That's why they're bringing this information through. There's a recent passing. Do you understand this? Yeah. Okay. 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 Well, you'd understand the recent cancer scare as well. There's somebody here with a recent cancer scare. Okay. But it is a relief. They're talking about that. Oh, okay. You shouldn't have said, I should say, guys, don't ever feed the medium. Because Mum and Dad are now arguing. So I don't know whether they're trying to give me a point of evidence, but that's okay. They're trying to give me Jean as well. I keep jumping from family to side, whoever gets my ear first, whoever comes into my head first. Okay. Okay, do you understand Mum being rushed into hospital? Do you understand this? Okay. Oh gosh, I don't know who, but someone took her in. She's talking about one of the family took her in. She's really appreciative that somebody rushed her into hospital. She wants to thank them for their care. But it was a bit like, forgive me for saying this, Mum's trying to give me her sense of humour. It was a bit like the Keystone Cops. Everything was in a rush, and you had to rush to the hospital. Okay. Also, pardon? See, I know things about you from a previous message I gave you at Snettisham Church. Was it recent? Oh, it was you, wasn't it? And you wasn't there. Okay. I'm trying not to allow things to get into my mind. One of you has been overthinking the whole situation. Do you understand this? One of you has been overthinking. Well, would you understand mother-in-law not well as well? They're talking about mother-in-law not well. Okay, but somebody's been overthinking that. Do you understand it? And then not to worry. Okay. Also, you understand Dad wouldn't always say how he felt. Because as Dad comes in, he comes in a very loving way towards, you're looking at your wife, but towards you. Do you understand this? This gentleman's looking at you. This gentleman is telling me you wouldn't always receive that love from your dad. Do you understand that? Yeah, I get that. Who's, and the name Michael or Mick trying to give me too? Oh, okay. Dad's also talking about the mechanic that passed into spirit. Do you understand this? And the name Michael. Okay. I hate to say, right, slowly. Yeah, it's okay. I should have separated you out. Who's not been doing the garden? Who's not been doing the garden? Both of you. I know sometimes life gets in the way, but the gentleman I have here is telling me, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Okay? You've got a broken parasol, or a parasol that keeps falling over. A broken parasol, or parasol that keeps falling over. Do you understand that? Okay. Please take their love. They're coming through thick and fast. There's quite a few of them here, but I know that there's. I'm sorry to give you the new baby, but there's a new baby coming into the family. You're both shocked at that. Everyone seems shocked at that, but I'm seeing a new baby coming into the family. There is one on the other side. Okay. Right, thank you. Okay, they're very happy about that. There is some celebrations with that. I'm going to leave their love with you. Okay, thank you. All right, lastly, do you understand days out in Yarmouth? They're taking me to Yarmouth and remembering those lovely days out in Yarmouth as a family. Okay. Do you understand? You two are obviously together because they're talking about you two being a couple. Did you have to convince her to be with you? You pretty much had to twist your arm to be together. Do you understand that? Oh, he's not going to say yes to that. Thank you. They're making me laugh, but look at you two. You've been together for so long. It's worked, and you're a perfect couple. I heard that. Unlike, okay, moving forward. I want to leave that love with you. Thank you so much for working with me. Okay, I've now got another lady coming in. I will go to the back of the room because I keep being pulled over here for some reason. I've got a lovely lady coming in, and she keeps giving me the name Jean that connects to her. The name Jean. Okay, where am I going? Okay. Right, okay. I'm not in here, am I? I'm not in here. Okay, because I know I'm not in here. She's talking about being at home and also not getting out much. She had the help at the end, and she's really appreciative of the help that she had in the end of her life. Okay, she couldn't get out much. Okay, but also she makes me feel like she's an auntie connection. It's not a direct, like I know she was a mum, but it doesn't feel like it's your mum. the way she's talking. I know she couldn't get out much. I also have a London connection with this, but I'm not sure where I'm going with this. I know there was help. Anybody understand this information? I'm not sure if I'm here. She feels like an aunt the way she's talking. Okay, do you remember her life? Do you remember your Auntie Jean at all? Okay, do you understand her being very bold and a big personality? Do you tell me she was very shy? No, this lady's coming is very bold, but she, I hate to say, she doesn't like the way she passed into spirit. She had to have help on the way, before she passed into spirit. She doesn't want to be remembered for the way she passed. Would you understand that? Very undignified. Also, as she comes in, I hate to say this, she's kind of pulling my collar because you've not been listening to advice. Do you understand this? I believe Mum's in spirit as well. She comes close. Do you understand this? But they come in together. But I keep being taken to London with one of them. I'm not sure which one it is, but I keep being taken to London, Brian. And Woodford Green. She took me to Woodford Green. Yeah. She tried to take me to where lovely memories around where she was from. Okay. And I keep getting the same information from her that family is everything. Okay. She's talking about a decision that you have to make around your work situation, but it's like you can't see the wood for the trees. You're not sure what to do. You can flip a coin, basically, whether to stay or go. But that's okay. There's no criticism here that's coming through from her. I know Mum's with her as well. I could just feel two ladies coming around the side of me that want to connect to you. Okay. They're telling me to hurry up because there's others that want to come through too. So I'm just going to finish this quickly. You understand making a choice about pension and retiring. How do I say this? It's almost like you can't retire because you don't know how to stop. Do you understand that? Okay. The way she's suggesting is, and it's never, spirit will never tell you what to do. It only comes through with love. She's trying to say to you, maybe just do one day a week. Maybe just do the odd day, keep your hand in. Do you understand that? I know this is a bit of a joke, but she's showing me you going fishing. Yeah? Well, she's putting a fishing rod back in your hand. You used to enjoy that bit of fishing, bit of time on your own. Lovely. Okay. Everyone needs a hobby. Everyone needs some time to themselves. Also, she's talking about the gentleman, which sounds like Wally in Spirit World, that had the heart attack. Do you understand that? I don't think it's his name, but she keeps calling him Wally in the spirit world. Do you remember them? Do you remember him? He's going back some, isn't it? Yeah, she's telling he's coming through as well. She's also telling me someone's been looking at the family tree as well. Someone's been trying to put it together. Okay. There's also, she's saying happy anniversary. Somebody here, she's showing me a silver, which I think is 25. Thank you. You can come with me everywhere because I need that. So I have in Google. That's brilliant. The 25th wedding anniversary. Would you understand who's that for? Because she's talking about the term to congratulations for the 25th wedding anniversary, the silver. Oh, and she's talking about John with her. John as well is with her, I just heard. You know the John with her. And I'm hearing your name now. I'm hearing your name connecting to this. Do you understand the John? I'm trying not to go to your side because I know there's an awful lot. Yeah. Do you understand the John in spirit? Okay. Don't worry. I know it connects to this aunt. I know it connects on Mum's side because I'm being told. Do you understand that? I feel it's closer than that. I feel like it's a brother-in-law as well, not too far away from the family. Okay. Well, please take her love. I don't know why she's coming in more than Mum, but Mum's around you. Okay. I will send their love to you. Thank you very much for working with me. How are we doing? We all feel a bit tired. Is it because the England match tonight, how bad it was? None of you watched it, did you? No, don't blame me. It was really bad. Okay. Yeah, well, that got you smiling and laughing. Well, no, it didn't. You all like want to go home now, don't you? Okay. So, I've got a gentleman coming in now. He said to me, all he did was complain. All he did was moan, and he just didn't find life. He found it quite difficult to find the positive things in life. Okay, where am I going? I could be pretty much. I know he keeps saying to me, I found it really difficult in life. It was also on his arm. Sorry, you keep moving that camera to keep up with me. I'll try and stand still. He's talking about finding it really difficult in life and not being able to get out. He didn't. Again, another gentleman that doesn't really want to talk about his passing. But I also know that he had struggles with his mobility. He had a chair at times. Didn't like the chair. All right, hold on. Can I bring it through a bit more and let's see if this is your dad. Do you understand though? It was the complete opposite to what Dad used to be. Dad used to be big, very much a gentleman that would be full of life. But the last few years of his life does not want to be reminded as well. Do you understand helping sort his things out at the end? Sorting through stuff. There was even library books that have been there for years, he's saying. Do you understand that? Yeah. Okay. He's very, very... would you understand Winnie as well? He's trying to give me Winnie. It sounds like more of a pet name. Again, more than a pet name than a real name. Do you understand this with that? Dad's trying to give me that for you. Okay. And Dad's giving you carnations for some. I'm not a horticultural man. I don't really know my flowers, but she's giving you carnations. Would you understand? Yeah, and also, see, my dad used to have a lovely garden. I should have paid more attention. But he's giving me what looks like snowdrops. Again, you would have understood this. Who's got the... Dad obviously likes his garden because he's talking about what was going on with the soil. Do you understand that with Dad?
Maybe more family.
Right, hold on. Do you understand there being something to do with the chalk or the... He's actually getting really technical about the earth and quite technical about it. Like there's chalk in the earth and certain plants can't grow and you can't put certain plants... I wouldn't know. I would just put it in and hope for the best. Okay? But Dad's talking about that. And also, you'd understand that Dad would have been shocked that there was life after death. Dad was absolutely amazed that there was life after his life. He just felt this was it, it's where it stops. He's also trying to connect me to Sheffield. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm I've gone to couples tonight. I'm so sorry, guys. But they're also trying to bring me in relatives and connections to Sheffield. Okay. Also, now he's talking about you. Now, obviously, I see you have a stick, but you also understand having a one-sided problem down one side of your body. Now, when I saw you tonight, just for the people at home, I only saw you sitting there. I haven't seen you walking, but this gentleman's talking about you having a problem down one side of your body. And you'd understand him, that would really frustrate him, and he would really not like what he's seeing and what you're being through at the moment. Okay. There's another dad here. Okay, I feel like I'm coming here. Do you understand Dad in spirit?
No, that's not.
Oh gosh, I just put your dad in spirit. Right, could be father-in-law, which is your dad, because I'm still... Okay, hold on. Who's Roy? Roy? Would you understand Roy? Two names. Roy and Peter.
Peter to me, that's my uncle.
Right.
In spirit.
Right.
Again.
Again? Okay, that's confusing. I'm not...
You can't hear me.
Oh, okay. You've already had a message from him. Okay. I'm thinking, has he died twice then? Is that something? Poor guy. Okay. Would you understand American connections as well? He's trying to take me to America with either family or this isn't just a holiday.
Would it be the band?
Pardon? The name Deborah as well. He's trying to give me, or Debbie.
Right?
Debbie or Deborah. I know there's a California. I'm going to be quite specific about this. There's a Californian connection. It's California rather than New York or.
My real birth dad, because I was raised by another man.
Okay.
That could be my real birth dad.
Okay. All right. Sorry to bring this out in public again. You're all right to carry on with this? Okay. They're just making me very much aware of a connection to you, to California. Now, if you've been looking in for dad or towards where your real dad is, they keep taking me to California. I know it's a family connection. It's really strong. Okay.
My grandfather travelled to America.
Yeah, don't tell me too much. Don't tell me too much.
Yes.
Okay, because then that'll drop me out. Okay. I know this is quite important for you. Now I'm going towards Sheffield with this as well. So I know I'm being, again, I got mum coming in as well, but I'm not sure which one I'm with now because I'm getting confused with you two. Okay, mum's coming in. I can very much hear mum. Again, it's all about flowers with your parents. Because now I'm getting these like violets as well, and violets, not Palmer violets, but like a violet flower. I keep seeing this violet flower she's trying to give me for you. Mum's talking about a difficult decision you had to make for her, okay? And she wants to thank you for making the right decision. Do you understand that? Okay. And I'm hearing God bless. Again, Mum, she's making me feel that having faith and having belief and having hope is really quite important that you have that. Okay, does that make sense? Oh, right, he's dropped in. Okay. Nick's gone to sleep, but I'm just checking. Okay. Is it that bad, mate? Am I that bad? Okay. Did you know Alan, who used to come here? No. Okay. Can I leave your parents' love with you? I know his drumming group is here, but Alan's just come into my ear. I love that guy when I met him a couple of times, 3 or 4 times. Such a lovely guy. And I remember once giving him a message. I was in the back room preparing tonight and I heard him come in. And you guys, I know, belong to the drumming group that he created or was a part of. Please take his love because he's here and he just literally came in and wanted to say hi to everyone. He just wanted to be center of attention because we're on camera, everyone's watching me, but he's here. Yeah, right. So he's here. A lovely Alan's here as well. He's helping with proceedings. Okay, as I move through here, though, I want to come into here to this lovely couple here. Okay. I've got a lady coming into the spirit world that's been gone for quite some time. Okay, and as she comes closer, I feel like I'm more connected to the lady here in the red shawl. Do you understand, Mum, in the spirit? Also, she keeps giving me same name, and I can't quite get it, so I'm just going to hold it for a sec. But she keeps trying to give me the same name. Okay, would you understand Peter that connects to her? Peter. Right, but this person, there's also, she talks of someone recently passing too from the family. Wasn't that long ago? Okay. Would you understand family that come from down south? Because she's trying to take me south of here. Okay. Oh, do you understand this, sir? That gentleman. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I should have warned you. I'm deaf as a coot, so you might have to speak up. Okay. I'm being more specific. I want to go towards London with family connections. And the name Pat or Peggy here? Right. I'm definitely with you. I'm definitely with you. Okay. She keeps on talking in riddle. Sir, forgive me for saying this. Are you a bit of an entertainer? You bring in the sunshine for your partner. You make her laugh. You cheer her up. Do you understand this? Oh, you're looking really like, no. I missed that. I'm deaf as a goat. Well, I'm so sorry. That's not what your mother-in-law is saying. Is this her idea of a sense of humour? We might have to edit that out later. Well, your mother's got a great sense of humour then. Okay. And but she's obviously quite close to you because she does want to say hello. There's a lot of love coming through from her. You're not looking at me like, go away. I don't want to talk to you. There's a lot of love coming from her to you. You clearly are very close. Mum is making me aware of that. Now, whatever you're doing with your wife, and this is going to get me into a lot of trouble from saying this, you're obviously doing something right because Mum is bringing through a lot of love. Oh, again, do you understand Scottish family too? Yeah, she's taking me up to Scotland. Also, you'd understand Dad in spirit. Okay, because she wants to acknowledge your dad. Okay, and talk about your dad. Although it's very much Mum pushing through here. I kind of feel this was Mum in real life, that Mum got to speak, not Dad. Okay. Mum's talking about a trip to the doctor recently. Okay, right. You understand some kind of imbalance or wrong medication or some kind of adjustment Mum's talking about. Do you understand this? Nothing bad's happening here. Okay. And they're talking about the gentleman that passed into spirit like that really quickly. Okay. Would you understand the name Arnold? The name Arnold, it's very, I've heard it as clear as anything. Arnold. Can you hold on to that? I don't like doing handbag mediumship where you take it away and find out. But she's give me the name Arnold or Arnie. Would you understand that? Not at all. She says you were left a legacy. You were left a legacy. Do you understand the brooch from Mum too? There's a brooch, but it's not about jewelry or money. It's about her sense of humour. Do you understand that? You always seem to find humour in every bad situation. There's always something to smile about. She's showing me these beautiful beds of heather. Only reason I know it's heather because she's telling me. You understand the heather in the garden? Oh, what a wonderful. She was showing me in the garden. She said heather. I heard heather. Okay. I want to leave Mum's love with you because I want to try and get to as many people as I can. How long have I got left, Nick?
You are coming up on 20 minutes.
Oh, good. So, so do you sing? Do you? Right, because Mum is just reminding me that your singing was great. So I'm not sure if it's music she wants you to get connected back to, but you was in a choir. Okay. Mum is making aware you've got a great singing voice. Okay. This lady's mum I'm aware of. Mother-in-law. Okay. Well, she does now. Well, she's talking about it. She does now. Okay. Okay. Who's Eric? Eric too. She's talking about Eric, and she's not talking about Eric and Ernie on the TV. She's talking about the name Eric, the family. Okay. I'm going to move forward because I feel like I really want to come and work with you, but I feel like it's all for you. Okay. So please take Mum's love. I know Dad's here with Mum as well, but Mum is here for you as well too. Okay. Thank you for working with me. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Oh, the camera's just turning. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, we got a dolly here, though. That's fine. Sorry. Okay. Interesting. I've got a gentleman here that won a little bit of money. He was very happy because he won a little bit of money. He didn't have a lot, but he won a little bit of money. It sounds like Chrissy or Christine he's trying to connect with as well. This makes sense. Okay. Would you understand Dad in spirit? And would you understand him winning a little bit of money? I'm not sure if it was on the bookies or what. I'm not sure if it was the pools, but it was a little bit of money. It sounds like Evie or Evelyn or E is trying to give me as well to connect into him. Would you also understand with Dad he had the operation? He had to have an operation he's talking about? Right. Okay, Dad's also saying, we've got some lovely people coming in tonight. He wasn't the best to get on with when he was here. He wasn't always the easiest to get on with. He certainly didn't suffer fools. He didn't suffer fools. Okay. Okay. Do you understand not being able to see Dad before passing? Not being able to say goodbye to him?
I do understand that.
You do?
I really do understand.
Okay. Dad's, I really want some good news from Spirit tonight, but there's, okay, they're trying to uplift you in terms of your dad's telling me that you wasn't able to say goodbye at the end, but it was also partly his fault as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can understand that.
Okay, but he wants you to know, I know you think about him. Yeah. Also, do you understand the brother that he's trying to connect me to? Or brother-in-law? Because I can see another gentleman that's like a brother to him. Right.
He's gone, so
Yeah, he'd be with Dad. Yeah, absolutely. He's trying to connect me to him. Because as I see it in my mind's eye, he's come around the side of Dad. Right. Do you understand the Irish connection as well he's trying to give me? Right. Okay, he's talking about the family. Your dad wasn't a man of many words, was he? No, because I'm sitting here like, are you going to talk to me? And I'm getting hardly anything. And he just wants you to know that he's around you. He said you've had a bit of a conundrum lately of what's going on around you, what to do.
it's not, I can take that as well.
Okay. Also, you trapped your finger in something because he's just trapped my finger. Someone done their finger, hurt their finger. Please be careful of your finger. Someone has prone to getting their finger trapped. Okay. He's also all right. Thank you. He's talking about someone doing DIY. Watch out for the hammer.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, okay. Right. Would you understand Ethel? You do, because he just said absolutely. And she comes in, she's like really strong-minded woman. And I really want to come in, and I know Dad connects to this lady, but she's really strong-minded. He's talking.
Sort of rings a bell.
Okay. Because he's talking about her being really strong-minded. Also, I also believe there was a lot of boys, her children around her, mostly boys, mostly men, and she was a diminutive figure. She wasn't very big, and he's talking about her as well, spirit side. Someone's been talking about her recently. Do you understand the surname beginning with G he's trying to give me? It sounds a bit like Gooch or Goff he's trying to give me. And you'd understand a Liverpool connection with this. He's trying to take me to Liverpool.
I know somebody from Liverpool.
All right.
I might be her.
Dad's talking about the gentleman who had the lung cancer as well. They're all here.
My uncle, yes, Charlie.
Oh, just about.
Sorry.
That's all right. But there's also a William too, because you just mentioned William. Don't forget Bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Brian. Already got the Brian. Brian.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, they do tell you, and I don't know whether you're married or not married, but she's just told. All right, she's just told me you had an ex-husband from hell. Is that true? Right. He just understands that you've been through a lot with your relationship. Okay, but you're the other side. It's all gone, done, dusted. Okay. You've also been looking at a mini holiday. He's telling me, because he want you to go on that trip. Well, he says, why don't you look at a cruise, like a mini cruise? No, I knew you'd say that. You don't like boats, do you? Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's taking you to Norway for Norway or the fjords as well. Oh, see, there you go. Pining for the fjords. Okay. He's also telling me Betty's that side. I don't think this is yours. Betty? I don't think I've got yours now. Can I take Dad's love and give it to you? His Dad's here and around you. And oh gosh, I know you had Irish connections. I'm sorry, but he's just mentioned Mary too.
My middle name is Mary.
Okay. And then Denise. It sounded like Denise. She's trying to give me. Or Denise is trying to give me. Okay. Oh, I'm going to stop there because I feel like I've got someone else jumped in. I keep getting this lady and she keeps giving me this name, Betty. I don't think it's yours. Right, and I know there's a Paul that connects this. I never give my name because I get stuck because I think I'm talking to myself and going slightly crazy. But the name Paul also connects to this. But I hear the name Betty. Do you understand this? Auntie Betty in spirit. Okay, like the name, she was adorable. Do you understand that with her? And okay. Do you understand Laura Ashley, like the flowers but being very auntie-fied? That's the only way I can describe that. Okay, you can smell her around you then. All night I've been trying to come here. There's been something going on here. But I don't know why she's giving me this kind of Laura Ashley symbolic symbol, flowers everywhere. Okay, she's here. Sorry? Yeah, so I don't know why she's coming in with all the flowers. I don't know, but I don't want to make her sound cliche, but she's very lovely, auntie. You would remember her for that. She's talking about somebody here that's been a bit poorly, and you would know that. She wants to send her regards to that. Is that around Mum? Because she's just mentioned Mum. Okay. Highfields or Highland or something she's trying to give me. Do you understand? She's trying to give me high connections to you. She says you're doing ever so well tonight. What I'm trying to do, ladies and gentlemen, is bring better evidence. And I've been working in a slightly different way that I work, where I connect to spirit and get deeper evidence. And I want names and addresses. I want connections like that. And I've been working in a slightly different way tonight. I want to bring her love through to you because, okay. Do you understand someone going to Adam Brooks as well? She takes me to Adam Brooks. Yeah, your husband, because she wants to send her love to him as well. You keep hearing music in the background. Do you understand this? And it's the same song. And you're not getting the hint, she just said. Do you understand this? And she keeps giving me flowers symbolically. Would you understand Rose or the Rosie? She's trying, Rosie? Okay. Oh, okay. And the two now. Albert. Okay, but also the name Alan. I heard Alan. Now that connects to George, apparently, she just said. And I know there's a wartime connection with this. Does this make sense? Because I know someone who was served in the army that didn't come home. You understand this? Right. 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 She's nicked all your contacts. She has. She's taken the whole lot and she's riding off into the sunset. Thank you. Sometimes you can get a message within a message. All right, so we're going to have that in this situation because I don't want to take yours away. I know I've been trying to come in here, ladies, all night. Whoever this is, do you understand the illness, though? Someone here is poorly, whereas you can. Now. And that's really important because I'm getting the same message to send in regards to the person that's poorly now. Also, would you understand somebody recently losing a baby? No, I'm not sure, but they're showing me a baby being lost. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. I could be more graphic, but I'm not going to be. I'm just being shown something particularly, it was in a particularly difficult circumstances. Do you understand that? Yeah. You can as well. Who's Mark? I've just heard Mark. So you two are going to fight afterwards to get your message. Okay. Okay. Charles Road, or Charles Road. Charles Road, it sounds like. If it's something slightly on the end of that, it sounds like Charles Road or Charles Row. And they used to smoke Embassy cigarettes. Going back, Embassy, smoke Embassy. This connects to Dad then. Embassy cigarettes he's given me, but it goes way back. Charles Road, Charleston Road, something like it's very. No, hang on, being Chesterton. It sounds like now. Oh, I am trying to bring this through. Okay. Would you understand somebody in the household cavalry or in a very particular job around royal family, like an officer is what I'm trying to say. Oh, hold on, and there's also Navy connections because I've just seen the white hat. Do you know what? It's just let's all have a party and everyone come through. Okay? They're naughty, aren't they? It's my fault for letting them all in. Okay, let me focus on this. Yes, I'm seeing like a petty officer's uniform. Absolutely bright, and the hat. Absolutely. I used to be in the Sea Cadets many years ago. I keep it quiet, but Pam knows. But I used to, petty officer, because I saw that. But there's also an army connection. It looks like the household cavalry. Does that make sense? Okay. So we've got two. Okay, they're both coming together. You guys are smelling all the flowers. How long have I got? 5 minutes. Oh, I'll finish with that then and see if I can bring one more message through. Thank you for working with me. Thank you so much. Okay, I've got Dorothy or Doris here. Anybody else? I don't feel. Dorothy, and the surname Keegan or Kean or there's a very unusual name. Keegan, are trying to give me? Could be Kieran. Oh, it sounded like a surname. Okay. Oh. Okay. I want to try and do one more before we go. Do they want one more at home? Okay. Beautiful. That's lovely. I've got another message coming in from Spirit. And if you tell me it's you two, I'm just going to leave. I know somebody here has been asking to connect with Mum, but I've also been seeing some symbology. For some reason, I keep seeing butterflies everywhere. Also, ladybirds too. It's yours, isn't it?
A few weeks ago, a medium came through and told me that my mum was going to make sure that there's a load of butterflies flying around my garden.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. I'm not sure if this is, I would give you that, absolutely. But also the name Marie? Marie or Marina? Marie, it's Marie. Okay, I feel like I've got somebody else in then. One more, we'll do quickly. One more, got time? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I've got a lady here that would have passed with cancer, but not particularly old. I want to take her into her 60s as I see her. But I know she had cancer as well. And I know there's been, she's talking about the two sisters. I'm not sure if she was the third. Sorry, you would be the third, but she's talking about the sisters. I know there was some kind of charity event for her. Does anybody understand this? I'm trying to do this really quickly. I do feel on this side of the room. Do you understand this? But I kind of feel like I'm connected to this lady here. She didn't die old, though. She wasn't an old lady. But she wasn't an old lady. This lady I've got here, it was around 60, 62. No, she was, the one I've got with me is about 62, around her early 60s. Okay. Also, where am I going with this? I felt like I was in here, guys. I'm not going to walk away from this. I do feel I'm coming to you, though, which is really bizarre. Do you understand this information? Would you not, thank you, would you understand the sisters? It would have been important to her. There's two other ladies that she keeps mentioning. Right, because she keeps mentioning two other ladies. All I can say, because I do want to make this quick, but I do want to give this information. Do you understand losing your way? Losing your direction? But there is a thing in you that believes in spirit world, that believes in all of this. But it's kind of like you felt, oh, right, steady. Things feel a bit disjointed. But it's all going to come together in two different directions. That's the only way I can explain it. Okay. Do you understand mum in spirit? I've got a mother or mum in spirit world that very much wants to connect here. I could be here all night because they're flying in now. It's around you. Somebody around you has lost their mum because it connects with the same lady. Also, she's really trying. The 28th of June, birthday on the 28th of June. With her, you haven't connected with her for a long time, this lady. She hasn't been in contact for a long, long time. She's telling me it's way back. You understand that? Oh, yeah. And the December, she keeps on trying to give me dates and connections. The December birthday, I believe, that she's trying to connect me to. She just wants to be acknowledged and know she's around, but there's some kind of disjointed. There's another lady coming in, connecting with you as well. I know she was a mum, another lady that had cancer. Do you understand this? Okay. That's okay. I'm going to leave her love with you, the mother-in-law. I know I've got a mum, the mother-in-law here. And that is as simple as that, because she keeps laughing at me as well, and laughing at you. But do you remember her personality? And she was very uplifting, wasn't she? She wasn't a mother-in-law, any mother-in-laws in here, but she wasn't that type of mother-in-law, was she? She's a very kind lady. She wants to encourage you to help you to move forward. I'll leave you. She's taking me on a road trip. Portsmouth as well for family. Down south, Southampton, Portsmouth way. Okay. I'll leave her love with you. Thank you for working with me. And thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure.
Well, there we have it. Another Thursday over. It just comes past too quickly, and that hour just disappears far too quickly. Thank you. If you see everyone wildly gesticulating at you, all right, they do. If you see everyone wildly gesticulating in your direction, it's my word of the week. Wild gesticulation. I wonder where I got it from. It's because they're reminding me that I'm not doing the closing prayer. Because they're better at remembering than I am. But before you do that, please, friends, give a big, raucous Littleport thank you to our medium for tonight, the delightful Paul Bannister. And now he will lead us in closing of the prayer.
I wasn't sure if that should be like a Mexican way. That was almost that good. That was really good. Really good. Okay. It's a pleasure to be able to give this closing prayer. It's this beautiful church and this gathering. If you'd like to join with me in prayer. Mother, Father God, creator of all things. In this moment, we give thanks for the presence of Spirit here this evening, our loved ones, our guides and our helpers. We thank them for their healing. We ask them for their guidance home this evening, so we may return home safely. And for those at home that may be in need of healing, and for those in far-flung places of the world in desperate need of light. Amen.
Thank you, dear. How's it feel not having someone's voicing your ear?
Nice.
Oh, yes, definitely. Friends, thank you for all coming and attending and supporting and being a part of this wonderful church and this wonderful evening. Again, a big thank you to the White Feather Shamanic Drum Healing Group, formerly known as something that I'm not allowed to say because I'll get in trouble. See, I held back. That's what I was being told off for, by the way, because I was plotting and planning on saying their old name. And just as you linked in with Alan, he was around there twisting my ear saying, not tonight. So I would have, just this once you leave it. Just this one. Or I'll have you. But he wouldn't, in his spiritual way, of course. But a thank you to all of the drummers. Really, really well done. And you know what? I'm going to say this much. If it's okay with your circle leader and it's okay with our healing leader, feel free to do it as often as you want. Because honestly, from my perspective, it saves me pushing a button. We'll even give you your own microphone. And I know everyone at home absolutely loved the drumming. And the best part of it is, it's copyright free. So, you know, if you want to discuss it amongst yourselves and it's something you'd like to consider or feel appropriate, feel free. Because you're as much a part of the church, the drummers. You might have your own name, but we're all the same family. And I think that as we progress healing further forward, it's an absolutely wonderful opportunity to send out those wonderful vibrations. For all those that are enjoying themselves over the solstice, have an absolutely banging time. Boom, boom, because I know there's some drumming going on with the solstice. So enjoy that. And of course, keep an eye out over the next few days, especially you lot up there. But of course, everyone here too, for details on the online service that will be coming at the end of the month. And then, of course, I'll send you a message yourself about the debate and because I know how much you love Facebook. And I will be sharing those details as well. But a big thank you, of course, once again, Paul Bannister. We are going to go and have Raffle. We're going to have tea, coffee, and some lovely raspberry and cream cake. Our medium next week is Colin Boswell. Please be reminded, advanced warning, the week after, we are not here because some right royal plonker decided to call a general election. So this is the polling station, the polling place. So absolutely, we're always happy to step aside for democracy, but we are not here on the 4th of July. So please be aware of that. But again, a big thank you to you all. And so now it's time to say those magical words. Get your raffle tickets ready because it's prize winning time. So whilst I grab a bouquet of luck, please remember that it is also time to say goodnight to everyone at home. So after 3, 1, 2, 3. And God bless you all. See you next week. And if I ate this mouse.